Welcome to the righteous sphere. We separate the gray areas over here. We don't do the lying like those other places. No. We don't do no fucking lying over here. You're gonna get the truth.
I had this guy come over. He had the nerve to ask me, "What's that smell?" And I asked him, "Was this his first time being with a female?" And he said, "Of course not." He looked at me like what I was saying was just the craziest thing in the world. And I said, "Well, if you've been with a female before, you would know what that smell is. Because females naturally have a fishy smell between our legs, and that's just normal." And I was just very irritated with him. I felt like I was being judged. He put his clothes on and he left. He ran, actually. And I was just like really irritated because I feel like women deserve more.
And his opponent, accompanied by Rob Man from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, GMG Big Money.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one. These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
If the shoe fits, let them wear it.
Guys, don't be thirsty. It's not attractive at all. Don't be a thirst bucket.
Salute, and welcome to class, guys. Welcome to class. How y'all feeling? We're going to have ourselves a good one. As always, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to be truthful. It ain't about perfection. It's just about being honest. And we got a good one tonight, guys. So, disclaimer, welcome to the righteous fair. Keep in mind, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We cater to the truth, we cater to common sense, and we will not complicate it. All right, so squad, today we're going to talk about the evil and the cruel tactics single mothers use to turn their kids against the fathers. And then the fathers, at some point, be like, F it, you're not going to disrespect me. Because, disrespect is different to certain people. Disrespect to women is different from disrespect to a man. So we got to, learn how to compartmentalize how we see things, just like men and women love different. You know what I mean, guys? So we're going to talk about that today because it's important. How many fathers do we got in the righteous sphere tonight? How many fathers we got? We don't speak for the so-called deadbeat father, but today we're gonna figure out why so many fathers are deadbeats. Cause modern women, guys, they suffer from HPD, and these women who walk around us sick, they still are allowed. They still are allowed to have babies, guys. They still allowed to have babies into this world, even with all of this mental illness, right? Cause we all know that we got a huge mental illness problem in the world, not just the black community, in the world. These people is sick, right? Because ain't nobody Ain't nobody went back in and did no research on himself. Ain't nobody went in and did no tinkering of the programming of themselves. Everybody is as is and they think they good. They so sick that they think I'm weird. They sick, guys. They think you weird. They've been sick for so long, they don't even realize they are sick anymore, bro.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
And that's a fact, guys. Before we get into today's subject, guys, I mean, I posted this and I posted remember the video that we play over here all the time? Do we play the one where the lady tells us the only way to keep a woman is if a woman want to be kept? Well, a woman commented to that video. They commented because marriage is the best move for all of us. Now, I'm not the smartest person in the world. In fact, let me pull the video up so I don't put no words in this lady's mouth. And you people, y'all, my peoples, we could just see this for ourselves. You know what I mean? See it for ourselves. Let me pull the video up, and then y'all tell me why did she respond the way she responded to the video? Because this comment, it reeked of desperation and it reeked of manipulation. You know what I mean? Like, because we know that people done got married in the old days, right? Our grandparents got married for survival. Marriage is a scam. Marriage by way that she talking is a whole scam, right? We done went over that all last week. We done debunked this whole marriage idea of state, marriage by state. So who is marriage the best thing for? Like, where is this damn video at, yo? Where is this video at? Hold on. Let me trying to grab it. No, did it? Video hiding now. Hold on, guys. There we go. Let me play this sucker real quick. Cause these women be playing, man. And you see, I'm calm today. I'm calm. I'm tired. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you gonna support the channel, support the channel. My Cash App down there, guys. You know what I mean? Because this joint take a lot of work. But this the video, guys.
Here is the hard truth, fellas. Being handsome doesn't keep a woman. Being honest doesn't keep a woman. Being loyal doesn't keep a woman. Being there for a woman doesn't keep a woman. Treating a woman well doesn't keep a woman. Making an effort doesn't keep a woman. Caring about a woman doesn't keep a woman. Spending time with a woman doesn't keep a woman. You could have the best intentions, you could have the most sincere feelings, and you could be a good man and still wouldn't be able to keep a woman. Because the only way to keep a woman is if that woman wants to be kept by you. You can't force a woman to be with you. You can't beg a woman to stay with you. You can't make a woman to love you. A woman that wants to be kept when the relationship gets hard will do everything to fight for you. Because a woman only fights for a fella she wants to belong to. So if she isn't fighting for you when things get hard, she doesn't want to be kept by you.
So all this time, we
Yep. So all this time. Now, in fairness to her, guys, you know how I do my YouTube shorts. So you know I say some old slick, fly, funny stuff at the end. But on this one, all I said was, fellas, the game wasn't always played like this. But since this is how they are playing the game, and this is as per a woman, this is a woman that told us this, right? This is a woman that told us this. So why not play the game the way they playing the game, guys? So now we see why she would write some stupid shit like this, guys. Because marriage is the best move for all of us. No, marriage is the best move for you because you have nothing, and it would be in your best interest to attach yourself to something that has something, right? To somebody that has something. Because that's why y'all want marriage by state so bad. Y'all not trying to do marriage by God because ain't no safety net for you, right? That's going to take a little bit of work. That's going to take some teamwork to be married in the eyes of God. And not only is it going to take some teamwork, it's going to take some trust. Something that a lot of our modern women, mothers included, they don't have because they don't trust themselves. So anybody that don't trust themselves is not going to be able to trust you. So they don't play off trust and actual faith. You know what I mean? Big word, faith. They don't play off faith. They play off manipulation and control. All right, guys? But I gave her a piece of my mind. I ain't even got to read it. I know y'all read it by now, but nah. We not playing games with y'all no more. We not playing that dumb game with y'all no more. We understand that our parents got married for survival. We not marrying y'all. Besides, the same thing I told her, y'all giving, guys, understand these women don't want to marry us either. These women don't want to marry us either. All they want is the kid. They want the kid, bro. They want a kid. They want your kid. They don't want you. They want your kid. And if you try to stick around, if you try to stay around after they make this little evil move, after they play dumb with your cum, you try to stick around and play this father. You try to be a father, they're gonna drag you through the mud, bro, and they're gonna turn the kid against you. We have seen this trick time after time after time again. And today we're going to talk about the little slick ways that they do that, guys. Exhibit A. This is how they passive aggressively ruin the relationship between the child and the child father, guys. And stop me when I'm lying, y'all. Stop me when I'm lying. Not all, for those that need me to say it. But we know the majority of y'all is doing this. So, you know what I mean? Y'all go somewhere else with that shit.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
Nah, you're not tricking us. We know exactly what you do. And I seen this trick right here done to me. I seen this shit done to me. This is why fathers, you need to have conversations with your kid. You need to put your kid in grown folks' business and stop playing dumb, bro. Because these women, soon as they leave, them kids leave your possession, these women question them down and they put them in grown folks' business, bro. So if you're the only dumb one that's not talking to your kid like a grown up, then they going to look at you like you boo-boo the fool, bro. You got to be articulating stuff and communicating things with your kid, bro. Your kids should know exactly to the T, to the cent, how much child support you pay. Stuff like that, bro. For real, stuff like that. That's called budgeting. They going, you put in kids in grown folks' business. Bro, man, if I told you how much grown folks' business they put your child in, they ruin your child innocent. Your child ain't even innocent as you think your child is. We know that single mothers ruin these kids' innocence. We have seen that. We've seen that on several occasions. Curse, drink, smoke. They even be thinking these kids sleep when they do what they do in front of them. And kids don't be sleep, but they still the kids' innocence, guys. Just nobody says anything. You can't go in our society and talk like this about no woman. Woo! No. Nah. I will. But hold on, check this out. Check this fly shit out though, guys.
Father's an asshole. Negative gatekeeping is, hello? Here, it's your father. I just said your father's an asshole. I didn't have to say it out loud. And what's great is when the child's attorney or the judge speaks to the kid and says, does mommy ever say anything bad about dad? The kids tell him the truth when they say, no, she didn't say anything about dad. But she said, because here's the difference. What's the difference? Ready? Hey, did you have fun with dad? Oh, that's great. Where'd you guys go? Oh, you went to the park? Oh, that's nice. That's good. It was fun. Oh, good. Did you have dinner? Oh, what did you have? Pizza? Oh, good. I know you like pizza. All right, well, go upstairs, brush your teeth. I'm so glad you're home. I missed you so much when you were away this weekend. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, you had a good time. You were with dad? What you got? You went to the park today? It's so cold today. Oh my gosh, did you have pizza? That's all you had for dinner was pizza? Oh my gosh. Why didn't they give you any vegetables? Well, you know what? It's okay. You know what? I'm going to make your favorite soup. Go head upstairs, and when you come back down, I'm going to make you your favorite soup, and we're going to hang out and we can watch TV together, okay? What did I just do? What did I just do? I just alienated that kid from dad. I just said, are you okay? That means dad's dangerous. Why would I not be okay? I was with my dad. Like, this is what the face of alienation is now, is this negative gatekeeping model. It's this very clever, insidious way of, like, I could have been helpful, but I've been so much more.
Exactly. You be doing too much, sis. You be doing too much. So now you got the kid feeling afraid to go with the father. Right? That's exactly what you want, because then that'll play into your whole narrative of the deadbeat. Now you get to run out there like the other bald head roaches you sit around who really might have deadbeats, because they're deadbeats too. You know, deadbeats attract deadbeats. You know what I mean? I ain't never met a man that bagged a dime that just wanted to run off on a dime, bro. We don't, dime a dozen. Dimes come a dozen. And I mean, what? One a dozen. So I ain't never met no man try to deadbeat a dime. So you was a deadbeat yourself. But in any event, you saw that clever way of how them by them questioning the kid and playing on the kid's intelligence, how they have the kid questioning themselves. Now the kid don't even want to go to father daddy house. The kid will not want to go to the dad house to avoid this type of interrogation. This the silent interrogation right there. And then she gonna ask, what did he feed you? Yo, only pizza? Like, to say if that was wrong. Like, so that's how you negatively ruin the relationship with the kid and the father. And then you be itching for the kid to say, I don't want to go to daddy house. Whole time it's because of you, but now you thinking it's because of something that the daddy did. Whole time it's because of your questioning, man. That's just a technique, guys. That's just a crude technique. That's how they do. You know what I mean? That's how they do. We gonna watch that one more time, then we gonna keep the show moving though. But that's hella important, guys. And you know it comes from the women that the majority of the women, right, that be on this love up on the baby, be women that get no attention from the outside world. They get no attention. This is the exact reason why they had the child. Remember I told y'all when we did the video how these women had babies for attention, bro. These women had babies for attention. This is what we mean by that. This is a part of that whole little swindle right there.
Father's an asshole. Negative gatekeeping is, hello? Here, it's your father. I just said your father's an asshole. I didn't have to say it out loud. And what's great is when the child's attorney or the judge speaks to the kid and says, does mommy ever say anything bad about dad? The kids tell him the truth when they say, no, she didn't say anything about dad. But she said, because here's the difference. What's the difference? Ready? Hey, did you have fun with Dad? Oh, that's great. Where'd you guys go? Oh, you went to the park? Oh, that's nice. That's good. It was fun. Oh, good. Did you have dinner? Oh, what did you have? Pizza? Oh, good. I know you like pizza. All right, well, go upstairs, brush your teeth. I'm so glad you're home. I missed you so much when you were away this weekend. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, you had a good time. You were with Dad? What you got? You went to the park today? It's so cold today. Oh my gosh, did you have pizza? That's all you had for dinner was pizza? Oh my gosh. Why didn't they give you any vegetables? Well, you know what? It's okay. You know what? I'm going to make your favorite soup. Go head upstairs, and when you come back down, I'm going to make you your favorite soup, and we're going to hang out and we can watch TV together, okay? What did I just do? What did I just do? I just alienated that kid from Dad. I just said, are you okay? That means Dad's dangerous. Why would I not be okay? I was with my dad. Like, this is what the face of alienation is now, is this negative gatekeeping model. It's this very clever, insidious way of, like, I could have been helpful, but I've been so much more.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But let's keep the show rolling.
Please tell us what the root issue is. The root issue is women are out here having kids by people who are not there, and then instead of them facing the fact of what is going on, they're placing the blame on everybody else. Girl, take accountability that you slept with a bum. Take accountability that you slept with a man who is not stable. Take accountability that you chose the wrong man. What is the root issue? Y'all keep coming to our page. Well, she's avoiding the question. The root issue is women are not taking accountability for the choices that they make. Simple. There is no other root issue. Like, y'all are so programmed. Call us a clown, call us what you want. Your words don't hurt us, baby. We don't care what y'all call us. Y'all are watching our content. Y'all are commenting under our videos. We said what we said. Women are the issue. I can't blame a man for being a bum. I have to blame myself for choosing him. I chose the wrong baby father. I chose the wrong man because I was going by what my mama and my women around me taught me. Well, you go after the drug dealers. You go after the men with the money, and then they don't tell us, well, you know, they are bums at the end of the day. We are so sick and tired of women not taking accountability, and then you're programming your girls to repeat the same cycle. Period. Like, y'all, so sick and tired of women to take accountability for your actions. Y'all are the reason why the daughters are not nothing. Y'all are the reason why in 2022 women think it's okay to walk around half naked and then expect a man not to want to touch you. Girl, you're behaving like y'all. Oh my gosh. This is why I understand why men don't want to deal with women. I understand. Oh my gosh. Women are...
I feel you, sis. I feel you, sis. I thought it was me. She must hate women. She must hate women, bro. She must hate women. I see a shift. I see a shift. I smell it. I smell it. I smell a shift.
We got Gail Star giving $20. My man in here supporting. He says, for the lady who chose to turn her son into a mama's boy, can you let her know that she is damaging her son by making him very feminine and he will not be able to raise his own family in the future? What's your thoughts on that?
My God, Face Facts in the building with the $4.99 super chat. He says, I'm living through this right now, bro. Luckily for me, I do way more for my daughter than her mother does. So it's not working. Facts. And guys, that's all it is. Show the kids your results. Don't be scared to show your kids your results because the mama hiding everything from the kid. But you show your kids your results. And I'm telling y'all, put them kids in grown folks' business, bro. Y'all know what I mean by that. You don't have them in grown folks' business. But put them kids in some financial literacy. Let them know what's going on. Let them know how much you're spending. Let them know budgeting. Put them kids on, bro. Don't have them stupid fools like how they mama is. Gonna have them guarded and she need to protect them from her.
Okay. I have no problem if my kids are a mama's boy. That just means they love their mother. In saying that I'm raising him to be feminine, I'm not. I'm doing as much as I can of what I know for him to be a boy.
Yeah.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds!
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one! You dirty...
To know the boy way, a man way, as much as I can, because I'm not gonna stand here and say, oh, he has to do what I do because I'm a woman. No, I do as much as I can to play both parts. That's why I say I love being a sports mom, because I could show him like this is kind of what boys do, what you kind of get into, whether it's sports.
Do you think you
do
could
I
ever
not
raise...
correct?
Wait a minute. So you, because you're a sports mom, so you voted for Kamala Harris. Let me guess. You just because so you think that boys and girls can intermingle in these sports, so you can teach your little man how to, yo. This is interesting, and I want y'all to peep the color on this. This look like a dummy in the can right here. This look like a dummy in the can. All right, know what I'm talking about, guys? They come in all colors. Evil is evil. Lilith is Lilith.
Correct my son? Do I not correct my son when he's wrong? Yes. Do I have a certain way of seeing of what it is to be feminine and what it is to be masculine? Yes. And I always let him know that. And it's not judging no one or saying, you know, how I raise him is the right way or the wrong way. But if it's fruity, I'm gonna tell him, yo, that's gay. Like,
okay.
Dude,
Fair
you
enough.
know,
I see what you're
you
saying.
got your legs crossed.
You're doing the best of your ability to raise your
if
son.
If he's disrespecting somebody, talking to somebody, I cut him right off from there. It don't matter who. Especially when it's a woman, I always show him and explain to him and let him know when he's wrong.
Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying.
And there go the problem, especially when it's a woman. Now, I want y'all to notice when the camera glance over, because I'm just observant. I mean, I'm not a perv, but the woman got tattoos all over her body, bro. So already, when your child with normal eyes, who is not engulfed, who's not indoctrinated just yet, when your child look at you, you're already a clown, man. You already look like a weirdo. You don't look like mom. I mean, you got the you're gonna get the mom instincts, but he look at you weird. Cause then when he get older now and he start to see his friends' moms and how they look, and he's just gonna rebel more from you. So keep talking. We're gonna listen.
To protect them, you're supposed to be their either best friends or their provider. You're supposed to care for a woman and their feelings.
Okay.
So
I got another question for you though. So to follow up on his question. So you're pretty much saying that, yeah, you're doing the best of your ability to raise a son to, to try to make him, to become a man. So my question is, do you think that you can ever, you as a woman, as a mother, can ever raise and turn your son into a man?
I believe I can.
You believe you can?
I believe I can. Into a right man that he wants to be in. Because when he gets old, it's going to be his choice how he wants to view himself as a man. But I could do my best and show him, hey, I'm a counselor you and I'm going to show you my expectations of what a man is.
Ma'am, you need counseling yourself. You need counseling yo.
For every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
From there, if he wants to take it. My only goal is to show him how great he can be, how he is, and however he...
Now you're going to overtalk this man with this foolishness, boy. Now you're going to try to overtalk this man with this foolishness.
I'm a counselor you and I'm going to show you my expectations of what a man is. From there, if he wants to take it. My only goal is to show him how great he can be, how he is, and however he prefers himself.
My next question is
very big on that.
I get it. I get what you're saying. My next question is this. How can you show him what a man is if you don't even have that man yourself?
Yeah, he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that.
No, that's not right. The question, I'll say it again.
She tried to juke the whole question. She tried to stiff arm and sideswipe the whole question, yo. Man, ask him one more time, bro. One more time, bro.
Like you said that you could still show him what a man is by you're saying some things on, you know.
Like I say with sports, when I get him into sports, I make sure if there's someone else where I feel I can't
listen
counsel
to me
him.
real quick, so then because I have a question for you. Kind of listen to me. So you're saying these things, and it makes sense. I'm not saying that you don't make sense. I understand you. You're saying that you actually are aware of the difference of femininity and masculinity, and you're doing the best job you can to instill certain things into your son so he can get a perspective to become a man, right? So my question is for you, and then you said that I'm trying to do my best so he can be a man. My question for you as well, how do you even know what a real man is if you're not even in a relationship with the real man? If you don't even have an example of a real man yourself, how can you instill something into your son what you don't even have?
Oh, it's true.
Know?
It's damn true.
So it is difficult. I'm not gonna say that it isn't, or I could find one and they could show him.
Yeah.
No, but from my experience on seeing what my father gave growing up as what it is to be a trustworthy man, what it is to be a man of God, I always try and instill what.
Wait a minute. You try to slide that one in. And you see, this how you know they be on these channels. They be lurking on these channels. So they know everything to say. They know the right stuff to say, just the right stuff to say. But the results be the results, baby. And you raising the statistics. You know what I mean? You raising a statistic. I guarantee you raising a statistic, man. And she said it all sweet, yo. She thought she was so slick, y'all.
Demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Demon came
up as what it is to be a trustworthy man, what it is to be a man of God. I always try and instill what I've gotten from that in my way of showing him is, hey, you're supposed to treat people this way. You're supposed to humble yourself during these situations, you know?
I see what you're saying. I'll give you a little my peace of mind on this, right? I truly believe that a woman cannot raise a boy into a man at all. Truly incapable.
Well, there's women that have. There's people that have been very successful with only one parent, and others that have never seen their parents are actors, are in what Congress, however you want to place it. But
I'm also thinking like not to knock the mentorship part kind of thing, like because it goes back to like you exposing him to sports.
Yeah,
you know, so he has his coaches, he has his teachers, he has other people to kind of show him what it might
takes
mean.
a village to raise a child, so it takes multiple people, more than just one.
Yo, knock it the fuck off, bro. Y'all see, nobody can tell your child nothing. Cause you can't. That's not your child. That's my child. That's my child. So now all of a sudden, the village to raise a child. Yo, these women is funny. Yo, just cause y'all would sit up here and lie, yo.
I had this guy come over. He had the nerve to ask me, what's that smell? And I asked him, was this his first time being with a female? And he said, of course not. He looked at me like what I was saying was just the craziest thing in the world. And I said, well, if you've been with a female before, you would know what that smell is. Because females naturally have a fishy smell between our legs, and that's just normal. And I was just very irritated with him. I felt like I was being judged. He put his clothes on and he left. He ran, actually. And I was just like really irritated because I feel like women deserve more.
You don't deserve shit, yo. You talking about women deserve more. Oh, man, yo, she deserve more, y'all.
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve buddy.
One, to show you what it is to be a person you should be.
How do you know who is that perfect role model
Exactly.
for your son to
I
teach him
don't
how
know
to be a man?
because unfortunately I wasn't instilled obviously properly to stay with one man.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the question.
I tried to be in a relationship and find a person that I feel
And that's
and
all
I
you
see
can
is
do
a
is
good
try.
role model.
You know, and
that when
that's-
they're around me, it's like, okay.
Ma'am, you can't overtalk your way out of here. You can't overtalk your way through this conversation right here, ma'am. Them skeletons that you got buried in your cat box fitting to come out. They finna come out. And these be them uncomfortable conversations that need to be had in our communities. All of them.
Hey,
Yeah, and
don't
that's all
talk to
you
your
can
mom
do
like
is
that,
try.
or
I
this
understand
is
that
what you
part.
do.
What I'm saying is this, right? I'm saying that a woman, being honest, all of y'all, there's no woman on this planet, no mother on this planet that can raise a boy into a man. She's incapable of it. It would never happen because you are not a man, right? So something about men instill into their sons integrity, decisiveness. You get what I'm saying? They instill masculinity. They instill a purpose and a sense of duty into their kids. So, and also discipline. Discipline is a huge thing. When a son is growing up, when a boy is growing up and he has an example of a man that he can follow and he sees the masculinity of that man, and what he's trying to do is that's like his superhero. That's literally like the kid. You got Superman, you got Batman, you got all of these cartoons. The reason why all of these superheroes was created is because of a father. Is because that is the goal for a son to be. I want to be just like my dad, right?
So can
with
I ask
that
a
being,
question?
With that
about
being
that?
said, though, what I'm saying is there's certain traits that a woman just doesn't embody at all. Like, think about it. Y'all barely even know what y'all want to eat half the time.
I mean, you ain't even gotta go that complex right there, Cooley. But you about to break it down. But you might go too complex for this girl. This girl a dummy, yo. I don't mean in no way, but you know, I want to call her a B, but I call her a dummy. But Cooley, it's simple, yo. Nurture, right? Ladies, y'all have that nurturing quality. Y'all have that soft quality where y'all lie to them kids for their confidence, right? To keep their confidence up. So you're lie to protect the kid's self-esteem. But that's where men and women is needed to raise a balanced child. Because if you and your nurturing self just sitting there creating this fantasy delusion, you know what I mean? Yeah, you could be whatever you want to be. You could, but then you don't have discipline. You don't counteract that lie with some discipline, which is the dad. That's where the dad comes in at. Remember, in our Bible, it says, do not set your heart on leaving your kid to die or something like that, because if you remove the discipline, you set your heart on leaving your kid to die. And he knew y'all ladies was going to take a check over the discipline, because that's what the father represent. The father represent the discipline. I mean, this is why back in the days, parents used to be like, go ask your dad. That was the go ask your dad rule. Because that's the no. You know what I mean? Because if it was a yes, mommy would have just granted it easy, because she the nurture. But when you got to go ask your dad, you can prepare for a no. 9 times out of 10, he's going to say no. And that builds that integrity. You know how many kids running around here never heard no? Because the mommy's sitting there trying to be the mommy and the daddy, raising an unbalanced individual. And then they go outside and you tell them no. And then they get all sassy with you and you got to slap them. And then they go run to their moms and you got to slap her. Like, come on, bro. It's like, you mess around, whole hand swollen out this motherfucker.
You're indecisive, generally speaking, right? Really don't know what you want to eat. A man needs to be decisive. He needs to be able to make a decision. The biggest thing is that you're higher in estrogen and you're more neurotic, right? Means that you feel more negative emotions.
But that has nothing to do with me trying to show my son how to be a man.
That has a big thing to do with it, right? Because he's the parent that you see. So if you are more emotional and you're more neurotic, your son sees that. Your son, you could do things and activities with your...
A parent is not the person who bears, but the one who raises.
Right?
So those who are around them...
Yeah, let me get my perspective out, right? I'll let you really speak.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, in that dynamic, a woman has emotions and she's neurotic, and what she does is she, pretty much instills her own behaviors into the kid indirectly. And she does this because kids are very observant, meaning that you can have him in football, you can have him in all these sports, he can even have an uncle and other things around him. These are all other good influences, right? But you are still his main the main thing that he is observing, meaning that how you act, how you react to things, all of these things and characteristic traits that you embody, he's going to mimic to a degree. And usually in and we have statistics on it too, single mother households leads to degeneracy in kids. It leads to women on stripper poles and men in prison. It leads.
Damn. No sound. Y'all didn't hear nothing? Y'all didn't hear no scriptures, y'all? No scriptures? All right, well, we're going to take it to Proverbs 13:24, guys. You know what I mean? Nothing. All right. Proverbs 13:24. And y'all stayed with me. I love y'all, man. For my God, face facts. Because I told y'all how I do my Bible is I got purple highlighter for discipline. I got a yellow highlighter for self-improvement. Then I got red highlighter for modern women. Yes, I do. So, you know what I mean? Because the Bible don't just talk about one particular thing. Some people get into a habit of just cherry picking these basic instructions, going to the stuff that they want to feel good off of, or go into the stuff that they want to badger and the other person with the other gender with. Nah, we could talk about the whole thing when it comes to Mr. Goodbread. But for discipline, Proverbs 13:24. Whoever spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. And it's simple. So when women, knowing that they're the nurturing, have and men are the discipline have, when women make a choice, because once the baby leaves the body now, the baby should have a choice. I could get why you selfish bitches have this my choice my body when the baby is still in your stomach, but once that baby come up out of you now, that baby should have a choice and a say in the matter, right? Right? But when y'all decide for the child to remove the father, which is the discipline, you know what I mean? That's what you do. Hebrews 12:11, because there's more. There's more. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant. That's like me. When y'all first hear me, it's pain, right? Cause boy, cold, right? No empathy. I can't put myself in your shoes at the moment you hurt. Now, if you let me put myself in your shoes 15 steps before you fell in that hole, dummy, then then I can rock with you. Then I can feel your pain. But y'all be wanting people to put your shoes on after you done made the dumb choice and the decision. You ain't want to listen to nobody before making this choice and decision, but all of a sudden you make the choice and decision, fail, and we can't laugh at you. I got to feel your pain. Get the fuck away from me. Listen. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant. Trigger is pain. Pain is weakness leaving your body. But later, it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Now, this is in our basic instructions, bro. This is not my words. I didn't make this up. They tell us if you want to hide something from black folks, anybody pretty much, a dummy, put it in the book. The book that they put all the secrets and the answers in is the Bible. But let's proceed. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now, however you train this kid up, that is how these kids is going to go. They're never going to depart from how you train these kids up. Only you single mothers know how you train these kids up. So please stop sticking your hands in your pocket talking about they make their own decisions. Please stop doing that, ma'am. You had a bunch of babies and didn't have a bunch of knowledge for these babies, and now you're glad. You think that a statute of limitation passed and you get to, ma'am, we know what you did. We know what you did, ma'am. We know exactly what you did, ma'am. And it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. This is why y'all don't want to go in that thing. Y'all don't want to go, that joint to spook you, because it's going to tell you exactly what you did, bro. This is why y'all don't want to believe in the real God. Y'all believing in this sky zaddy nigga. Y'all don't believe in the real God. Ephesians 6:4, this their favorite one, because they quick to talk about fathers do not provoke your children to anger. But what if you're an alienated dad? Then that means your baby mom they chose to take on the role of the mother and the father. So I hope she's not in her father role provoking these children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline and instructions of the Lord. Not just any old discipline and instructions, not what you feel, how you feel they should be disciplined and instructed because your mama was a dummy and she taught you some stupid shit and now you finna teach it to your kids. But no, it said discipline and instructions of the Lord. Of the Lord. You know, those sacred writings you're supposed to be teaching your kids day and night. Day and night. Not the little gossip and shit that y'all be teaching them, not how to twerk, not how to rob people, not how to be in survival mode for the rest of their life, but the writings, the sacred writings and instructions. Guys, you know it's the scripture that tell y'all too, man. Do not forsake your mother's teachings, but follow your father's instructions. He know your mother was full of it, bro. He knows she did her best, bro. She did her best. That's what that means. She did her best. Don't forsake it, but follow your father's teaching. And for those of you who do not have a father, guess what? You do. And if you didn't know, God is all of our father. I know it sounds crazy, right? It sounds corny, right? You need me to cam up? But it's the truth, guys. That's our father, bro. That's the big homie. That's my big homie. That's your big homie, bro. And he say that too in his basic instructions. He say that. He say, my mother failed me, my father failed me, but I will not fail you. You just got to believe, yo. You want to half-ass it, bro. You want to half-ass it. You want to be the frozen chosen. Because we all chosen, bro. You just want to be frozen chosen, though. And I do one more. I'll do one more. I'm trying to find that exact one. Whoever he's instructing the path, honor your father. The fool despises the father. There you go. A fool despises his father's instructions, but whoever heeds reproof is prudent. It's just discipline is so important. Like it's like so many scriptures on this. A wise son, Proverbs 13:1. A wise son hears his father's instructions, but a scoffer does not listen to rebuke. You know what I mean? Children obey your parents, yeah, they're gonna run with that one right there. That bullshit. Discipline your son. Here we go. Proverbs 19:18. Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not set your heart on putting him to death. And that's what they have done, bro. That's what they have done with their little ignorant, selfish self, boy. They little ignorant, selfish self. That's exactly what they did. Now let's get back to this. But that I had to hold my guy Face Facts down. Again, Face Facts, thanks for the super chat, bro. I appreciate you, man. That's why I made it my business to hit you with them scriptures, man.
Leads to emotional instability in children, and then that bleeds over to their teens and then to when they're an adult. That's just the facts of it. We have statistics on it. Most men in prison, like over 70%, come from single mother households. Most of the school shooters came from single mother households, right?
Yeah.
There's a thing when it comes to a man in a home, he is the disciplinarian, and kids naturally just listen to the father. Like if you ever been at home and you had your mom and your dad, your mom can say something to you. Daddy don't got to say much. He look at you. and you know what's up. Not only that, you just there's a fear, right? Under respect, and an ingredient in respect is fear. This is why kids respect the father more on what he says and the things that he does too. It's just like I kind of fear this individual. He's bigger, he's stronger, the voice is deeper, the masculine presence is just there, right? So that's the reason why a single mother can really never raise a boy into a man. And she can't raise, I'll even take it a step further. She can't raise a daughter into a lady. She can only raise that daughter into an adult. She can raise that son into an adult, but they would never, that adult boy would never be a true man. That adult girl would never be a true lady.
But that's why I said
fathers, the disciplinarian trait that fathers have is what it does is it instills chastity inside the daughter. That turns her into a lady, right? Meaning that it's like, I don't want to mess up my parents' name. I don't want to, the name comes from the father. That last name comes from the father. So if their kids is looking at it like, this is my daddy's last name.
So you're saying I should take my son to his dad? Or I should make sure his father should be around?
You being funny now. Now she being funny because you hit her with the hee-haw. You hit her with some facts. So now she gonna play dumb, bro. Remember, first they play confused, then they act dumb, and then she finna go on attack, bro. She finna attack you, bro. I just want you to know, Cooley, psychologically, these are the steps to a dummy, yo. She's finna attack you. She played dumb. No, she played confused. Then they played dumb. She's on playing dumb. She's on second base right now. She finna go into attack, bro.
Speaking about you, I'm speaking in general. But I would say if that man is a decent man, it doesn't hurt to have the father around more.
I'm not saying I've never tried. He does not want to be around. Because I could call him up right now and say, can you help me with your son right now? Because a situation happened. What's he going to tell me? He says it all the time. English, Spanish, and whatever language he wants to say it.
He's Puerto Rican?
No, he's Dominican. He's going to say, that's not my responsibility. I'm busy. I have more important things to do. So that's why I say, like I said before.
All right, because he probably told you, you know what I mean, that he didn't want the baby. He probably told you that from jump, ma'am. But again, y'all have babies for attention so that y'all could love up on these kids. You know what I mean? He probably told you, man, I don't want that baby. And you said, I'm going to have my baby. I'm going to have my baby. You know how y'all do. I'm going to have my baby. Or you know right now he busy. So you would want to call him right now.
I didn't take it because it was for, like, I said I want to. No, because I understood.
Wait.
He doesn't about my kids, like having to take over that role of a man or having to be masculine.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's a choice that I said I need to be there for my son as much as I can. And I understood that in the beginning that I'm not a man, I'm not his father. And I always say that and I acknowledge it.
Yeah, you explained your backstory. I get it. No one's saying that.
I'd be like, hey, this type of conversation you need to have with your dad.
Got it. And no one's saying that it's like, oh, or are you saying that, you know, if the dad doesn't want to be there.
No, but to imply that I'm already not raising him enough to be a man or to have his own family,
that's the harsh truth.
Different. It's how you're disciplined, how you're raised, how you were influenced throughout your years. What's gonna decide and structure you on how you're gonna be as a person. What you see individually, because 4 of us in a household growing up, we have 4 different experiences living in the same household, passing through the same experience.
Yeah,
right?
it's a multitude.
And I have 3.
I get
so
what
there's
you're
3
saying.
boys where I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do my best.
Please listen real quick. So there's a multitude of things that I truly understand what you're saying, and no one's knocking you. We're having a conversation, and I'm not speaking.
But the guy kind of did.
Well, it could be the super
he said,
chat,
I'm already
right?
And
that's what we're going to. So I maybe that could maybe triggered you. I'm just speaking.
It did.
I'm not speaking at you. I'm speaking at the symbol of what your situation represents.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. It's not all the time because again, there's people that have been successful and they've only had one parent.
Yo, these women, right? these women want to talk about the anomaly all the time. Like, man, if 1,600 people jump off this cliff and only 4 stay alive, we not talking about them 4 people, bro. We're not. You're not gonna have me do a whole live talking about the 4 people, man. That's no. We gonna talk about the ones that didn't make it, man. That's the majority. Y'all want to focus on the 4 people. Like, come on, man. Ma'am, stop it. Knock it off. What the statistics show, bro? The statistics do not show the minority. It show the majority, man.
Parent, whether
God,
it's
let me give you
just the
some
dad
advice. Nothing is absolute.
or just the mom.
Yeah, nothing is absolute. So
And
we
also-
speak in generalities,
Yeah, it's
right?
like,
So
you
it's
have to
like
validate
there's
both
always
sides.
exceptions to the rule where, you know, people come from single mother households and they do pretty good, right?
Yeah.
There's exceptions to the rule. I'm just letting you know that generally speaking is going to be extremely, meaning that I'll say this. I come from a single mother household. I'll give you my example, right? The difference between me, I just had grandfather, uncles around, and I got 3 older brothers. So I already had masculine guidance, and my brothers was much older. Like,
Yeah, so
my
it's like
brothers was
mine.
12 years
when
older.
he's older, he's gonna have
Yeah.
2
So
older
would you
brothers. That's
consider
gonna.
But all lived in the house though too, so it's a little bit different. So what I'm saying is, even then, right, I still didn't have that masculine guidance to guide me and guide the household, right? So with that being said, I had to discover certain things on my own, and it's much harder. But I have other brothers and other siblings and other friends that weren't
They show
raised
you that.
in a single mother. No, I'm just saying that they were raised in a single mother household, and they really not men. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not masculine. So yeah, we know that there's exceptions to the rule. I'm letting you know that you're looking at one, right? But my mother, I'm going to tell you, my mother did not raise me into the man I am. She did not raise me to a man.
And I think that's the problem a lot of these sisters have, because they want them a good old mama's boy because they know that the mama then indoctrinated the boy with the foolishness, like how she sat up here and said in the beginning, oh no, especially women, I treat them how I teach them how to treat them extra special. And now she's sitting up here sounding like a whole hypocrite to that tone. You know what I mean? To that tone right there. But this is how the boys are so weak. But they don't realize that a lot of us stopped and went and got some information. A lot of us stopped banging our head on the wall with the information our mother gave us, right? Because for some reason we kept banging our head and we started to get headaches. So some of us stopped being stupid fools. And yeah, we love our mother. Yeah, I love my mother. I never let her go. But that don't mean I want to bang my head on the wall, right? And some of us woke up just like I woke up and went and got some information. And now we make different choices, different decisions, and we get better, way better results. And a lot of women don't understand. It's a lot of men like that. It's a lot. I talked about that earlier. Why do you think so many Pookies this year voted for Trump? Because right now we have an abundance of information that's easily and openly and available, right? And the fact the mainstream can't control it, this is what the guys is taking. The guys is taking in all this information that we ain't have access to, all the while the women still taking in information from the news, information from the schools, information from them textbooks. You see the difference? This is why the guys are just operating on different wavelengths right now. The guys saw Kamala Harris coming. And it wasn't never about the fact she was a girl and Donald Trump was a guy, because we really don't like Donald Trump. We really do not like Donald Trump, honestly. And he only got 4 years if he do get dumb. You know what I mean? But Carmela was the devil. Carmela was the devil. And you can't sit here and scream, Amen, Jesus Christ, God is good, and vote for that woman and not be delusional, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's have the conversation that we need to have, bro. Way too many of y'all church hat wearing dummies run around here talking about God is good and then be all for the devilish shit. Like let's stop it. All right? Let's stop it. Let's knock it all the way off, bro. We got to stop that, yo.
man. I tell this to my own mom to her face.
Yeah.
Mom, you really didn't make me a man. You got me to the adult level. Then everything else I had was trial and error. Trial and error.
You gotta experience it yourself.
Exactly. So the thing, what I'm saying is, it can be very hard on your son. So I'm truly letting you know, nothing you can do at all to raise your son into a man. He got to discover that on his own. And the exception, the percentage of men discovering that on their own, coming from a single mother, we got the statistics, it's extremely, extremely low. So that's just the reality. We got to keep it no fugazi. But you have.
And I'm gonna get him one. I'm gonna get him a gym though, cause it is something they could do that could speed up the process. If you say, but the only thing that they could do is the thing that they don't want to do, cause they want to seem like the hero. That's why they alienate the dad, cause they want to seem like the hero. Remember, kids are a seed, and seeds are like the flower, right? The flower just don't need the sun to grow. The flower need the sun. It need the good soil. It needs some rain. You know what I mean? Might need some wind some days. You know what I mean? Clean it off. But it need a collection of things, like how she screamed earlier, oh, the village, village. But then she's the same woman that'll take away all those other things just because she the sun. So she'll take away the rain, take away the wind, take away the soil, and think that her seed supposed to just grow. Her seed gonna grow into a flower, right? Her seed gonna grow into a flower, right? We stupid, right? Y'all done alienated the man, and y'all seed gonna grow into a flower, right? Get the
Father's an asshole. Negative gatekeeping is, hello, here it's your father. I just said your father's an asshole. I didn't have to say it out loud. And what's great is when the child's attorney or the judge speaks to the kid and says, does mommy ever say anything bad about dad? The kids tell him the truth when they say, no, she didn't say anything about dad. But she said, because here's the difference. What's the difference? Ready? Hey, did you have fun with dad? Oh, that's great. Where'd you guys go? Oh, you went to the park? Oh, that's nice. That's good. It was fun. Oh, good. Did you have dinner? Oh, what did you have? Pizza? Oh, good. I know you like pizza. All right, well, go upstairs, brush your teeth. I'm so glad you're home. I missed you so much when you were away this weekend. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Yeah, you okay? Yeah, you had a good time. You were with dad? What you got? You went to the park today? It's so cold today. Oh my gosh, did you have pizza? That's all you had for dinner was pizza? Oh my gosh. Why didn't they give you any vegetables? Well, you know, it's okay. You know what? I'm going to make your favorite soup. Go head upstairs, and when you come back down, I'm going to make you your favorite soup, and we're going to hang out and we can watch TV together, okay? What did I just do? What did I just do? I just alienated that kid from dad I just said, are you okay? That means dad's dangerous. Why would I not be okay? I was with my dad. Like, this is what the face of alienation is now, is this negative gatekeeping model. It's this very clever, insidious way of, like, I could have been helpful, but I've been so much more.
Exactly. They be doing way too much. Like, what do y'all win? What do y'all win for keeping the kid attached to your hip? Like, who are y'all doing it for? It be for their mama, too. They mama. Because, you know, a lot of they mama from that ever where the old creepy men used to touch on them kids, right? So they mama got touched. So now they mama think, amen, touch kids. No, don't have that baby with that man. That man is the baby father, man. You little old witch. It be the mama sometimes, guys. It be the mama. My boy Face Facts, he on fire tonight. He said, our mothers set us up for failure and sabotage us, then want to take credit if you survive what they put you through. Yo, man, listen, Face Facts, I don't know if you saw the video earlier, but I said the same thing about school. I said school and our moms, they are the same because they done taught us the least. They did the least for us and what we gonna need to go on and win in life, that is. They done did the least for us, but they want the most credit, right? They want the most credit. Come on, that's crazy.
That's right.
Yeah, it was just like validating both, like the statistics, not just for fatherlessness, but motherlessness. Like having a single parent household is very difficult to be raised.
All right, no. See, then y'all always, you see, it's like, yeah, and then if y'all start to want to take some accountability, y'all need a tag team partner. Y'all need to drag the man with y'all. Like, y'all cannot take any personal accountability without dragging somebody in there with you, man. Hold on, because I knew you was gonna say that, so I did one better for you.
was having a conversation with my husband, and I was like, why is it that statistics show that women have a hard time raising up boys to be men, but men statistically can raise girls up to be women? And he said, because men have both chromosomes, X and Y. And so I looked it up, and women only have XX chromosomes, but they have X or Y, determining the sex of the baby. When there's a fertilized egg, we can only contribute an X, but man could contribute an X or Y, which validates the Bible because it says God over man, man over woman, woman over children. So the reason why I think women struggle to raise up boys to be men, and men don't struggle as much to raise up girls to be women, is because when God took the rib out of Adam and made a woman, yes, he made a helpmate for man, but he also made an extension of man. And this is why it says for husbands to wash your wives with the word and present her to yourself, and to see her as your own body, because she is essentially an extension of you.
Exactly, yo. I told you this is spiritual biblical war. So y'all can play this worldly stuff, but you argue with facts all day. You will argue with facts. Don't ever think you arguing with my feelings or debating with my feelings. I tell you where I get my information from. Can you tell me where you get your information from? Can you tell me where you get your information from? Because I don't get on here to play with you. I get on here to make you aware of what you need to fix, what you may need to change in your mind so that you can get better results. Because you can sit here and lie and eat crab legs all you want, but you only fronting for yourself. You only fronting for yourself. Them little weak ass results that you strut out on social media, fronting and capping, is only for you. That benefit you. And you're wasting time. You're wasting time. Carmella did not win. She lost. So who's gonna give you something now?
Raised in, because there's that missing piece, that missing link of like what part of me is still that I need to know or need to remember or things like that.
Yeah, a nuclear family, both parents is always, I think, what's great. The funny thing is statistics show,
it's still,
and we're speaking statistically, right? Statistics show that single father households do just as good as two parent households. So that
Exactly, because it's biologic, man. It's biologics, man. Like, I ain't even gonna play no more. I'm gonna just give you the answer. Y'all fighting against biology. And that's why y'all have all this mental health issues right here. Because it's what God say, which is your biology. That's nature. You know, you can't mess with that. The summer gonna be the summer, the winter gonna be the winter, the spring and the fall, and it's the leaves fall off the trees in the fall. It get real hot in the summer. It get cold, might snow in the winter. You can't mess with that, ma'am. Like female nature, male nature, it's nature. You can't mess with that. That's biologically, biologically. And then you got what Satan and the government daddy is promoting and telling y'all. And we know that that's all fake. That's all false. So now which one are you going to pick? Which one are you going to pick, ma'am? That's the confusion. Mental health is confusion of the mind. You're torn. You're torn.
that means that that shows statistically, numbers wise, it shows that a man is very, very important.
But a man does get paid more than a woman. So to support a child.
Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Oh my God. Yo, no, just go.
The man doesn't, I would say, doesn't have to do 50, 60-hour work weeks because they're getting paid statistically more.
Because they're a man, and a woman has to work 3 times harder.
You guys are going a rabbit hole now.
Yeah. No. That is, I see what she's saying.
Thank you, yo. And of course, the middle-aged white woman there who was sitting there just listening, of course, she have to be the one with some sense. She got to be the only sister with some sense on the damn panel. She's going to stop them before they dig a deeper hole for themselves. She's going to stop them before they dig a deeper hole for themselves. Because now they want to get into the feminist wage war gap. Come on, man. When the truth don't work, they start telling lies, boy.
And she's saying, well, generally men get
he said,
paid more.
Yeah,
so
because
that
I
means
wonder
that
if
they
the
have
statistics
more.
are skewed.
So
If it was a man doing it by himself,
so
the child would be much better.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I get what you're saying, but that really doesn't correlate because money. There's a lot of people that have money, but they still end up not a man because we're speaking about masculinity, right? We're speaking about a sense of duty and purpose for men. Which if someone has a sense of duty and purpose, it's a lower probability that they're going to be a degenerate and end up selling drugs, on drugs, or in prison, or doing some crazy stuff, right? So yeah, we know that funds and money does play a part in that. But what the funny thing is 2-parent household makes more than a single father household. So this is what I'm saying. It doesn't correlate if we're speaking, since you put finances in. So you got 2 parents and you got a single father. The 2 parents make more, but guess what? The single father, he makes less, but it does just as good as the 2-parent. So what I'm telling you is that it's something about the man, and a man being a father, being a disciplinarian and truly instilling certain behaviors and traits into the kid and giving them guidance. There's things on this podcast that takes place where we ask ladies questions about giving advice, and generally speaking on this podcast, I think we had over 1,000 women, or almost 1,000 women, can't give advice. They really say, think about some of your answers. I say one or the other. Oh, well, I don't know. It depends. The man isn't like that. We're decisive, right? So no depends. We giving direction. So that's something, that's a trait that displayed here on this podcast that y'all just don't have in y'all, generally speaking, for a few of y'all. So if y'all don't have these things.
You saw the little clown one in the middle over there with the little schoolgirl dress on? She is fuming right now. Her leg can't stop jumping. The devil in her is bothered, boy. That's what that is. The legs start moving, and they start fidgeting, and that's the devil in them, boy. The truth bring the devil in these bitches out, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I got a few of them in my chat right now. They just waiting to get their feelings hurt, boy. I'm telling you, because I'm not even playing tonight. Listen, boy.
Things in you, but men generally do. Kids need direction. Without direction, they're going to be headed for disaster.
It's like 2 different points, because I'm going from my criminal justice background.
Okay.
And everything depends. Like everything is gray in the court system. You have to kind of prove until guilty kind of thing. Like you can't just do this and say, well, it falls under this, so you're just going to go through that punishment.
The criminal justice and following law, that's a different type of you can't compare that because
deciphering what's good and bad.
Yeah, because you want to go the court route, because we know there's nothing but a bunch of liars and thieves in the court. A bunch of liars and thieves in the court. This is why they tell you, do not talk about religion and politics, even though those are the first things you need to talk about, guys. Because those are the things that's going to bring the truth out about that individual. Yes, don't let them hide behind the mask, bro. The first time you meet her, if you like her, if your PP get a little excited, you should ask her about politics and religion and see if your PP get excited anymore. Stop letting people operate behind a mask, convince you that there's something that they're not. They already got a wig on. They already coming with wigs on, bro. Don't let them operate behind the mask and the wig. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, they're just trying to get that check to run around the system, and it's a lot of lying going on and backdoor teen mom behavior.
And then the other end of kids, boy and girl, test boundaries, period. They're always gonna test boundaries because they don't know what's right from wrong until someone tells them no.
And men put their foot down.
Not all men.
We're not speaking about all men. We know that there are exceptions to the rule, and they're crappy men for sure. A person who feels like their boundary
was crossed will put their foot down.
Yeah. You know what? It's the generations that keep getting passed down. How my dad raised me, he learned how to love from watching his dad, my dad loved me the best that he could because what he saw. So, and that just keeps the apple doesn't fall far from the tree and just keeps going down and down. And you want to make a difference. you need to change that outlook in a man.
To make her point, my dad is very strict. You know what I'm saying? When I mess up, he curses me out straight up. You know what I'm saying? You should have known better. Why'd you do this? You should have known better. You know what I'm saying? And when I spoke to my dad, he said, you know, the reason why he is the way he is with me, because his dad was very strict on him, like way stricter than he was on me. So
Yeah, you actually had your dad in your life the whole time.
The whole time.
Mom and
My dad, like a lot of people don't know, but my dad is very strict. He's hard to please. So I'm like on a constant battle trying to make my dad proud of me. You know
And look at that level of he's hard to please. Women are more, mothers are easy to please. It doesn't matter if the kid messes up. Baby, I love you. It's okay. You'll do better next time. I love you. You're just so nurturing and stuff like
mine
that.
come with some crap.
She's always upset.
Get out of here.
That anecdotally, you gotta try to be both right now. So you She-Hulk and
it's not even that. Even with just being the mom part, I can't baby
I get what
them.
you're saying, but let me land my plane, right?
I can't baby them.
To the part of what he's saying, that characteristic trait that fathers embody, meaning that fathers are hard to please. So what this does is it gives the child a sense of purpose and direction to like, okay, I have to get my stuff in order so I could please my father.
And that's a fact, guys. And real quick, before he land his plane, I'm gonna give you a life experience. I'm gonna give you some real true shit. This year shit, yo. You know my little man into the football. So when he first started the season, I hear him and his mom's, Mrs. Goodbread, in there, and she like, yeah, my little man gonna do this, my little man gonna do that. And you know what I mean? She pumping them up just like a good old mom should, because that's just you stroke their self-esteem. Boy, I couldn't wait for that boy to get his ass back here around my end. I parked him and I let him know. I said, boy, you going to a new team. They're going to be bigger, stronger, faster. And you see that balance is what a kid need. Now, had he not have a father, he went out there, got his feelings hurt. Boy, my little man, 10, about to be 11 in 2 weeks. He way too much to play on the 8 to 10-year-old team, because his birthday is technically this year. So he have to play with the 10 to 13s. And when I tell you, he is the littlest guy on the team. He got the biggest heart, though. But you know where he get that from. But again, this is why you have a yin and a yang. This is why a positive and a positive don't start the car. A negative and a negative won't start the car. You need a positive energy, which is the dad, which is that discipline. And you need the negative energy, which is the moms. That's that nurture. And together, they will start the car. All right? That's why. It's math, guys. It's a simple math equation. 1 + 1 = 2. For the life of me, y'all be trying to make it 11, and it will not equal 11, because you got 1 up, and you put them side by side. That don't make it 11, guys. That shit's still 2. It's still 2. No car gonna start with just one energy. No car gonna start. And I think y'all know that, sisters.
Mommy is very easy to please. It's kind of like, if I fall down, it's okay, baby. If I fall down, it's okay, baby. But my father, if I fall down, nigga, why you falling? Get up. I told you, stop falling, man. Look, you're going to make me smack you. You better than that. Why you tripping all the time?
Do you think it's
I trip?
flipped?
You don't see me trip, so why are you tripping?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because the father is like, the thing is this, right? Fathers are raising sons to be their replacement. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're raising a son to be their replacement. He knows when I'm going, this is my legacy. My seed is in this kid. This kid is going to replace me when I die. So I'm raising my replacement. The mother isn't raising her replacement when it comes to a son. So it's much different. It's things that men embody and masculine men embody that they truly instill into their sons. That's all I'm saying. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.
Salute to my guy Cooley, and that brings us to our main event. And I'm telling you right now, if you do not like the truth, you need to get out of here, bro. If you do not like yelling, screaming, and cursing, it's good night. Good night time, yo. Good night. Good night. It's 9:30 on the East Coast. It's time for you to go to bed. Go on now. Go on now. It's cursing coming. It's all that. So go put them church ears to bed now. Cause y'all, when the truth come out with curses, y'all, oh, I can't stay, I can't take that. But y'all can sit around in them clubs and in them brothels and hear all that sexy red and all that whole music right there with all them curses and that don't get your spirit, that don't bother your spirit. All right, so go on now, go now. Nobody forcing you to stay. Now, I mean, if you stay from this point on forward, that means you like the truth, no matter how it's told, because the truth gonna be the truth. All right now, you've been warned. No interruptions. If y'all want me to stop it and bring it back, I will stop it and bring it back. But this is for my fathers.
Make things shake. You know, I guess people with mental health issues that are successful and people with mental health issues that aren't. Just looking at a wide variety of things. It is statistically proven that when you birth a child and you bring them in the world and they only have you as a single mother, they are worse off than they are than a parent that has both, than a child that has both parents. This is statistically proven. So as y'all spread y'all feelings about Father's Day and what's going on with baby mamas and baby daddies, it is statistically a fact that when you motherfuckers have children and you think that it is better off that the child is just with you and they don't have a wide variety of resources where there are males and females involved in their upbringing, when you think that it's better to just be stuck, it is not.
Again, I go back to my analogy about the flower growing. It takes more than just the sun, the rain. It takes more than just that to grow a flower. So if you think you can do this flower growing all on your own, go ahead.
It's not like that because love is saying that. It's not like that because, you know, this is the way I want it to be. It's like that because even if you say, fuck me, and just go look it up, it is statistically a fact. So, with that being said, happy Father's Day, and I'm going to read y'all some father facts, right? So, it says, just a fact. The absence of a biological father contributes to the increased risk of child maltreatment. It shows that a study shows that CPS, like Family Child Protective Service agencies, they have reason to actually pay more attention to households where the biological father is absent when we talk about maltreatment or child abuse, right? It says there is a higher risk of abuse and neglect to children despite the social father living in the household or the dating mother, meaning like a stepfather or the dating mother. It's not true for every single case, right? Because some of y'all kind of slow. Statistics are based on the majority, right? It's like if you are, let me break it down so some of y'all not in left field, right? If let's just go with a small number. If 20 people walk behind a building, right? 20 people walk behind a building and 17 of them come back, knock across their head, bleeding out the side of their head. They went around there, something bust them upside their head. 20 people went around the building, right? We're just talking about statistics. 20 motherfuckers walked around the building, 17 came back with their head like knocked in. 3 people came back and their head wasn't knocked in, right? How many of y'all gonna go with the stat of 3?
Exactly, bro. I said love. See, you be reading my same books. You reading them same psychology books because I gave a different analogy, but they want to focus on the 3. They want to focus on the 3, love, and they not even part of the 3. They want to focus on the 3, and I guarantee you they part of the 17.
How many of y'all gonna look at the 17 and say, you know what? Because 3 people didn't, I'm gonna walk around that corner. This is the way that y'all be talking when y'all be like, well, my single mama raised me and I turned out all right. Okay, great, wonderful. You're one of the 3. We looking at the 17. Bitch, I'm not going around that corner. Not going
I'm
around
not
there.
going.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not going.
Everybody didn't get their head bashed in. But the fact that more than like 80% of the motherfuckers that went around the corner got knocked upside their motherfucking head, we won't be going around there.
We will not be going around there. Now, yesterday, I told these women, I say, yo, sis, don't have no more than 2 kids, yo. If you have more than 2 kids, you guarantee poverty. You know what I mean? Here go the bald head roaches talking about, oh, I got 4 and 5, and you can have 3, and technically it's 3 and 4. And I'm sitting there listening. I let all of them get it off. I went to the lady that I was talking to, and I said, ma'am, trust me, do not have any more than 2 kids, especially if you got this single mama mindset, bro. Any more than 2 kids means you got to cut the resources for them 2 kids a third, and that guarantees poverty. Fuck what these people talking about, because you're listening to people that is dressing up poverty nice. You know what I mean? They know how to dress up poverty very well, bro.
Y'all understand what I'm explaining? Some of y'all might take y'all chances. Go ahead. This is the Russian roulette game that y'all play with y'all children when y'all keep talking about y'all just want them stuck up around y'all. Y'all always talking about what a baby daddy did or didn't do. 17 motherfuckers go around the corner. 20 motherfuckers go around. 17 go around and get busted upside their head. 3 didn't. And this is y'all. You going to take your chances with them 3. Bitch, you're retarded. Let me move on to more facts. It says just a fact. Children living in a female-headed home with no spouse present have a poverty rate of 47.6%, over 4 times the rate of children living in married couples families.
Oh man, y'all done messed it up. Mr. Goodbread done rolled out the new updated stats, guys. So y'all make sure y'all screenshot, clip, hit that like button. Don't forget to support the channel, because YouTube, for some weird reason, I'm gonna get a yellow dollar sign on this live. I guarantee you I'm gonna get a yellow dollar. Whenever I get deep into the dirt like Cleek shoes, and they don't pay me for it. So feel free, guys. Support the truth. Support the real.
I'm going to read it again. Just a fact. Children living in female-headed homes with no spouse present have a poverty rate of, 47.6%, over 4 times the rate of children living in a married couple family household. It says just a fact. Father absence is to blame for many of our most intractable social ills affecting children. Meaning when you have social issues as a child, mental health issues, a lot of that comes from lack of a father. Boys have, just a fact, boys have fewer behavioral problems and girls have fewer psychological problems when their dads are involved. It says father involvement seems to reduce the occurrence of behavioral problems in boys and psychological problems in young women, as well as enhancing cognitive development while decreasing delinquency and economic disadvantage in low-income families. It says just a fact. Men with absent fathers are more likely to become an absent father themselves. It talks about generational impact. Men who grew up with absent fathers are more likely to become an absent father. They also find that women who grew up with absent fathers are more likely to have children with absent fathers. Just a fact. It says children with imprisoned fathers are more likely to have depression. Just a fact. Adolescent teenage boys who live with their dads are less likely to carry guns and deal drugs. This is statistically proven. It says they found that individuals from father absent homes are 279% more likely to carry guns and deal drugs than peers who live with their fathers.
And I told y'all before, I never met a drug dealer or a little OnlyFans prostitute girl say they were doing that to keep their father's lights on. Now I heard a few say that they mama lights got it. The mama lights. Mama lights. I never heard daddy lights. Ever.
This is stuff that, like, y'all get upset at me when I say it, right? A lot of y'all females, you hate it. You hate that I talk about this kind of shit. You hate that I bring it up. But regardless of how y'all feel about y'all baby daddies, regardless of your struggles that you had with your daddy, why would you repeat the same cycles with your children and statistically set them up to be behind their peers?
Because they stupid and they don't want their kids to really do better than them. Know how they say they want you to win, just not more than them? That be your own mother. That be your own mother. And they disguise it as it's your father.
But that's what you're doing. It is a fact. You can look it up. They did a study multiple times all over the country. Households that are headed by a father, no mother involved, just a father, they produce statistically the same product as a two-parent household. But when you take a household that is headed by just a female,
And now we not so you know that we not women bashing or mother shaming, you know what I mean? Or roach stomping. So you know that? Didn't Cooley just give us the same stats? And he was a man, right? As a man, he gave us the same stats. Like, you know what I mean? This is stats. This is not feelings. Love Dorsey now just gave you the same stat, right? And for that, I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna give you my stat. So you see that it all match, right? It all match. So we not just making stuff up on you, sis.
I was having a conversation with my husband and I was like, why is it that statistics show that women have a hard time raising up boys to be men, but men statistically can raise girls up to be women? And he said because men have both chromosomes, X and Y. And so I looked it up, and women only have XX chromosomes, but they have X or Y, determining the sex of the baby. When there's a fertilized egg, we can only contribute an X, but men could contribute an X or Y, which validates the Bible because it says God over man, man over woman, woman over children. So the reason why I think women struggle to raise up boys to be men, and men don't struggle as much to raise up girls to be women, is because when God took the rib out of Adam and made a woman, yes, he made a helpmate for man, but he also made an extension of man. And this is why it says for husbands to wash your wives with the word and present her to yourself and to see her as your own body because she is essentially an extension of you.
Female, the product is the worst out of all three of them. Meaning if you take a single father-headed household, a two-parent-headed household, and a single mother-headed household, the single mother-headed household produces the worst product. It is a fact. They've done all kinds of studies with prisons all over the United States. The majority of people locked up come from a single mother-headed household. That's a fact. It's a fact.
That's a fact. So I don't want to hear none of y'all sisters talk about people, black men or men, period, going to jail. Men in jail. Because men is incarcerated. Men is in jail. That's why we have a dating shortage. And now you know. Now you know why they there. Why they are there. All right? Or at least the majority. You know why the majority are there.
It's like you could be mad at your baby daddy, but you can't argue with the fact that if somebody sent you to go to every prison across the United States and ask every prisoner, like, and you just keep tally mark on how many people in here that grew up with two parents, how many people in here that grew up with one parent, and the one parent, was it a father or a mother that raised you? Majority of the people in all the motherfucking prisons that grew up with a single-headed female in their household. And you don't gotta believe me. Go Google it. Go look it up. Don't listen to nothing I'm saying. Just go look it up. Just go look it up.
One Mike, what's going on, man? One Mike back in the class. What's going on, my brother?
Don't take my word for it. Just go Google it. And then when you understand what I'm saying about what's happening in this country, because it stemmed from the late 60s and 70s when they created this whole you know, welfare movement, right? We're gonna help the poor and the minorities more by creating welfare programs to assist them. But a good majority of the programs were set up where you cannot be married or in a relationship where the male is actively living with you. This is when this mindset started, that this would be better. And then statistically, it shows from the late 60s and 70s till now, the shit doesn't produce a good product. No, let me explain something to y'all. I don't care if your baby daddy not around because he a deadbeat. I don't care if your baby daddy not around because you push him to not be around based on your emotions and your attitude. I don't care if your baby daddy not around because he passed away. I don't care if your baby daddy not around for family reasons. It don't matter. The statistics still apply to your children regardless of why the man is not around. This is what I want y'all to understand. This is why I teach solutions like making sure that not only do you give a valid, mature effort to make sure your children have a relationship with both parents, but that you also build a group of resources for your child that has positive male role models as well as positive female role models. Meaning, even outside of your kid's father, there should be other mature men that are doing positive things that you're able to maintain a relationship with. It doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. It could be uncles, cousins, brothers, community leaders that are involved with raising your children. Your children should experience discipline.
But truthfully, love, they don't know how to hold or maintain a relationship that don't require the fish hole. That's their only value. That's their only value. They don't know how to be in a relationship where there's real communication. All they know how to do is use people. And then they don't even use people the right way. You know what I mean? That's the crazy joint. They don't even be using these people the right way.
And getting information from both men and women, not just females. And the idea is, don't take my word for it. Look it up. Just go read a book for yourself. A lot of y'all hate to see me live because you feel like I say stuff that you can argue with. But when we talk about what's a fact, what's a statistic, and I didn't say welfare itself was created in the 60s or 70s. I said there was, and you can go look this up since y'all want to argue with me. This is why I'm saying you got to read, because this is all I do. Y'all got to understand, this is how I make my living, off of knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. Go look it up. In the late 60s and 70s, the government in this country created some additional programs, laws, and rules and regulations that go along with getting added benefits that involve changing who qualified for welfare in general or programs in general that aided households. And it's sad to see some of y'all will sit on here and argue with stuff that you could just click off this live and go Google. Just go Google it. Just go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Assume that I'm wrong and go research. This is a lot of y'all problem. You don't read. You don't look things up for yourself. You don't fact check the sources. You just repeat what you heard somebody else say. And so then when you get on a live like mine, you think that I'm just repeating some shit that I heard.
And it be the ones that they love the most. That's why it's so hard for them to take in the good information and the right information, because they don't like the people that's giving them. Like, they don't like me. They don't like you, love. So they can't take in the information. They want the information that was given to them by the people they suck fart out they butt. The ones they put they all in, the ones they love. They want that information to be the one that is the right information, but they get no results following that information. They get no results following that information, but they like the person. They love the person. So they want them to be right so bad, and they so wrong. We right.
But I understand, you know, and I teach this. I understand why a lot of people listen to react, because most people don't have management of emotion skills. So a lot of them, they don't realize the things I'm saying are triggering. They don't want anyone to say anything bad about their children, so they feel some type of way. They don't want anyone to critique their parenting. So immediately, instead of listening for information that's factual, they look for something to rebuttal or go against immediately because they're triggered. It creates a negative emotion. And then, of course, they start to listen different. I understand it.
Love us, you know what it is. They get all their information from their mother. And for their mother to be wrong is like, no, 'cause that's my protector. It's a Stockholm syndrome type thing right there, guys. It's real nasty work, but it's an indoctrination from the moms, yo. And people know they get their information from their moms. They get their ways and all of that from their moms. So when they go out in the real world and they apply all that stuff they get from their moms and they don't get results, or somebody deny them and tell them, yo, you wrong and you stupid, that shit triggers them, bro. Cause it's like, my moms can't be wrong. Holy cow, Batman. But she is, though. You know what I mean? She had enough to put food on the table and clothes in your back, but she didn't have time to get to this type of information and teach it to you while doing both of those things. Hell no, bro. Hell, my mother didn't, your mother didn't. Like, what's going on? What crab leg you finna tell? If you don't go get this type of information and fix your mind like how we fix our mind on this level, then you're gonna be doomed to fail. You're gonna repeat the same cycle, bro.
You can tell, the idea is you tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself. You can make it seem like your situation is unique and special. But regardless, like I said, of whatever your testimony is, if your children are not getting raised by both men and women, they're statistically going to be behind. It is a fact. The way this country is set up, the way that things are when it comes to, you know, being successful with finances and, you know, family and mental health and things like that, it requires you to have resources. The world is ran by men and women. You have to be able to get along with men and women. You have to have a certain level of respect for the value of men and women.
Say that again, love. Cause there's a lot of people running around here with this God know my heart crap. You know, I can't stand that. That grinds my gears. Can you say what you just said again, love? Cause I tell them all of the time. This is earth. We live on earth. So God live in heaven. And people are the common denominator on earth. So if God know your heart and the people don't know your heart, and you need the people to know your heart because they the common denominator on it, you're a loser and prepare to lose. You know, you better start healing so that you can become a better, nicer person so that people can know your heart, because you need people. All right. But love, that was spot on, bro. These people is there, and I don't know who they think they be fooling, yo. Y'all gotta stop messing with these simps. Cause y'all take y'all analyze these simp men, these very, very, very weak men, and then y'all go try to take that template and attach it to all of the men. That, man, sis, if you don't sit down and stop playing.
You have to be able to take constructive criticism from men and women. You have to have in your upbringing some sort of experiences, some sort of programming of how to deal with men and women. So for those of y'all that your children only deal with you, the majority of your family is just a bunch of women sitting up around the children, teaching young boys how to be a man based on the emotional capacity of a female, setting our children up where they feel like we are all we got, where it's just you and them. It's not healthy. It's not reflective of success. When y'all get older and you realize, like, in order to really be a productive member of society, you have to have resources. Resources are people, places, and things that support and aid you in being better.
A lot of y'all ain't got no resources because nobody like your mother. I'm going to keep it real with you. These are the conversations don't nobody want to have. A lot of y'all hate white people because your mother, you lack resources. That's all white privilege is. All white privilege is having information. We suffer for the lack of knowledge, and white privilege is just information. That's why everybody else seem to feel, you feel everybody else got a head start, bro. That's not white supremacy. I mean, that's your mom's, bro. Your first oppressor, bro. She stripped you for some resources. You know what I mean? She wanted to be the end all be all. She wanted to be Superwoman and Superman together. Now she's Catwoman.
Some of y'all, it don't make sense because you don't want it to make sense. You don't want to do better. You don't want to know better. You want things to just pacify your emotions. You want shit to just make you feel good. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for any conversations, any information that matches with what you already feel. You want to stay in that comfortable space and you're not going to grow. Y'all problem is the way that y'all parents did y'all. You can't get no closure or no healing from how your single mother did you, and you doing your children the same way.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Adverse childhood experience. Instead of addressing it with your parent, you take it out on every other relationship that you have other than that one. And the relationship with them kids is included in that. So now you act out on them kids, which you should address with your moms.
You handling your baby daddy or your kid's father the same way. I told y'all before, people don't have to be the type of parent y'all want them to be. As the baby mama, you're not the ruler over how the guy is or isn't supposed to operate with his children. All you do is shut the fuck up and be whatever kind of mama you want to be. And you allow a person to interact with their children the way that they want. Half the shit that y'all think is abuse or a reason not to let somebody around their children, it's not. It's just some shit that makes you emotionally not feel good. And because you were never taught how to manage your emotions, you never saw the value in a man being around because your daddy left your ass for whatever reasons him and your mama had going on or whatever she told you. You don't see value in men. So this type of talk that I'm giving, you can't understand it. You can't embrace it. You can't get on the level of just wanting to receive it. And you have a control complex. Absolutely. Your mother had a control complex. Half the baby mamas that are out here saying that they have a deadbeat, they just operating out of a controlling space. A lot of y'all, you realize after I had the child, the nigga wasn't really studying me or it didn't turn out how I wanted. So then it turns into my only leverage, my only way to feel like I have some sort of authority or emotionally matter is to make plays with the children. And that's all this shit is turning out to be. And the product from this kind of shit is not good.
Right, love, right. But then it's talking about these kids need their fathers, and those be the ones alienating the father, bro. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You really can't.
I've explained this to y'all. You could try to, okay, so let me say this, right? I'm gonna back up. Most of y'all ain't pleasant. Most of y'all aren't pleasant, right? By pleasant, what I mean is most of y'all are not operating your femininity anyway. Secondly, If we go back to how a lot of these children were born, most of y'all have no respect for a man's input on the child being born, on how to raise the child, on the type of care for the child. And a lot of y'all got it honest. You got it from your mama. She don't see no value. A lot of y'all from the jump, when you first found out you were pregnant, your mother told you you'll be all right without him. The child will be all right without him. She retarded because she don't understand the statistics I explained earlier. But she told you, you know, you'll be all right. It was programmed in your mind that you and the child will be all right without the father. So you went about every decision throughout your pregnancy, through the baby shower, through the gender reveal with that on the front of your brain, that we don't need this person. And so, of course, now that you're parenting, that's how you parent, as if you don't need the other person. But statistically, your mammy was fucking wrong and your mindset is wrong as well. Then when we look at a lot of the situations in which these children are being born, they are not that of which y'all granddaddy and great granddaddy actually birthed children. They are situations where a lot of y'all fucking with people that's fucking with somebody else. You know this, you get pregnant because you want to matter. You keep the child and you operate from a spiteful space from birth. It didn't just turn out like this. If we had sessions, therapy sessions, and conversations about the scenario in which your child was born from, it is reflective of the parents not getting along. And a lot of y'all are not pleasant when it comes to parenting. You can have your attitude about a nigga up and down about whatever they did to you. That's your truth. No one can argue with you about that, right? No one can argue with you about that. But when it comes down to your tone towards the child being able to have access to the father and the father having easy access to the child, that's another story. That's a whole nother story. When it comes to that,
bingo, he always got to fight. We always got to fight for something that they sit there and say, take two to make. It take two to make a baby, but the father, the only one that got to fight for this baby. The father, the only one that got to pay for this baby, but it take two to make a baby. We gonna stop all that too. We gonna normalize all the right stuff for 2025. That's your baby, sis. That is your baby, sis. I can't give myself no coochie, no unprotected fish hole. You gave me the unprotected fish hole, so you must knew that you wanted to have this baby, man. That's your baby. You take care of it. 2025. We not fitting to play with y'all no more, bro. No, I mean, we not fitting to play with y'all.
you don't know how to operate. So, of course, you do things, manipulative things, emotional things, shit that just has to do with your attitude or your tone towards a situation that makes it where it is not easy for me to access my children. Some of y'all have developed a mindset where you feel like he needs to fight. Why would you want me to have to fight for something that is best for the child? Because it's statistically proven that children, for whatever reason that the father is not around, are a worser product statistically than those that have access to both parents. You don't have to be with the nigga. You don't have to like him, but you have to understand my child is actually better off having access to both parents than just one. These are just facts. You don't have to like it. Some of y'all don't like how I'm saying it. You don't like that I'm even speaking on this because you don't like your baby daddy, or you want to keep going with your narrative that you were done so wrong that it justifies your children not having access to the father or the father not having access to the children. But that is not the case. It's definitely bitter shit. It's definitely trauma shit. It's definitely unresolved, unmanaged emotions. This is stuff y'all don't want to talk about. And I've said this before, like, people like me, I grew up with a mother and a father in my life, right? And some of y'all, you'll never, because of your mindset, not because you can't, but because of your mindset, you'll never be able to level with me in conversations like this. Not because I'm better than you, but because the way I was raised, I value and I love both parents equally. And so the idea is, as I look about life, I value and I respect men and women equally. I understand that women are greatly valuable, and I also understand that men are greatly valuable. I know how to respect and resolve conflict with women, and I know how to respect and resolve conflict with men. I do not feel like all niggas ain't shit, because I have a father that was very much something. So for me, I know that that's not a fact. So I don't approach things like women are all bad or men are all bad. Some of y'all, you'll never be able to get on this level because of where your mindset is at, because of the generational curses and the family members that are still around you that keep you programmed to believe that there is no value in the opposite sex because of how the opposite sex might have did your mama or how you got done in a relationship when it came time for you to interact. But if you're honest, you were never given real skills to have a fair chance at this thing called a relationship.
And love, let's talk about something that they never talk about. Let's talk about those ones that's in the household with a brother, little brother or big brother, the females that is. And we know that the mothers, they love these boys because the 78% of women wanted a boy and they didn't care for no girl. If you ask 100, a group of 100 women, what do they want to have? They're going to say a boy. You're going to probably get 20 of those women out of the 100 that say it don't matter. And you probably get 5 that'll say a girl. You know what I mean? So what about those cribs where the girl grew up and she felt the neglect because the moms wanted to love up on the sons, turn the son into a rainbow junkie. That causes hate for a man too from a sister, from a woman. They tend to leave that crib hating the man, and ain't no man other than their mama and their brother did something to them. We seen this with brother on brother. We seen this with big brother, little brother. Remember that one that got the knife pulled on him because he asked his little brother to organize the refrigerator so he can put the food up in the refrigerator, and the moms flipped like leave him alone. So this what go on in them cribs, bro. That favoritism run deep. And these little girls watch that shit. They see the moms love up on the boy and then talk crazy, call them all types of nappy-headed bees, and you know what I mean? That make you hate a man, bro, because your brother's a man. For now. You know what I mean? After your mother get done with him, he ain't gonna be a man, sis. So you ain't got to worry about it. But let's talk about that.
And if you understand what I'm saying, it goes well beyond just your baby daddy or your child's father. What I'm explaining is your kids need to be around men and women, male. And I'm not just talking about the daddy. I'm talking about having access to both genders, to see positive male role models along with positive female role models. This is why a lot of y'all, you struggle to manage your feelings if you get corrected or you get in some sort of disagreement with the male. You don't know what it feels like. You only know what it feels like to deal with disagreements or uncomfortable environments with women. Y'all, this is the thing. You could come on live, you could try to look at everything you possibly can to try to deflect from what I'm saying. You could try to talk about how I look, how I sound, how I talk, what you think I got going on. Just know my children have their father in their life. I had my father in my life. My family have plenty of male role models. They have plenty of female role models. We're not over here lacking on anything. So if you were smart, you would get this game, because the idea is you can argue with me all you want, but you can't argue with fact. Take me out of it. Take my tone. Take that you feel like I ain't feminine either. Take that you feel like whatever you feel about listening to me on here, go Google what the fuck I said, and it's a fact. People that look nothing like me, sound nothing like me, will show you statistically that what I'm saying is correct.
Don't worry, love. We had 2 people, 2 men, me, Cooley, and you saying the same thing. So she just a bald head roach. And she probably a flying water bug type too. She probably just started flying as soon as you mentioned what you mentioned. You know how they do, love.
Hence the reason why you on a platform watching me on here.
Please Please tell us what the root issue is. The root issue is women are out here having kids by people who are not there, and then instead of them facing the fact of what is going on, they're placing the blame on everybody else. Girl, take accountability that you slept with a bum. Take accountability that you slept with a man who is not stable. Take accountability that you chose the wrong man. What is the root issue? Y'all keep coming to our page. Well, she's avoiding the question. The root issue is women are not taking accountability for the choices that they make. Simple. There is no other root issue. Like, y'all are so programmed. Call us a clown, call us what you want. Your words don't hurt us, baby. We don't care what y'all call us. Y'all are watching our content. Y'all are commenting under our videos. We said what we said. Women are the issue. I can't blame a man for being a bum. I have to blame myself for choosing him. I chose the wrong baby father. I chose the wrong man because I was going by what my mama and my women around me taught me. Well, you go after the drug dealers. You go after the men with the money, and then they don't tell us, well, you know, they are bums at the end of the day. We are so sick and tired of women not taking accountability, and then you're programming your girls to repeat the same cycle. Period. Like, y'all, so sick and tired of women to take accountability for your actions. Y'all are the reason why the daughters are not nothing. Y'all are the reason why in 2022 women think it's okay to walk around half naked and then expect a man not to want to touch you. Girl, you're behaving like y'all. Oh my gosh. This is why I understand why men don't want to deal with women. I understand. Oh my gosh. Women are...
This is, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. So somebody typed, and I love that this happened. Somebody said some women not being pleasant is an excuse for men to be deadbeat. That's what she basically trying to say. I said, this is how I know what men go through with women, because that ain't even what I said. I said
Exactly. And they always one of them sassy old dumb bitches that got something nasty to say. It's always a sassy old auntie type chick that been dumb for a very long time, and she taught a lot of young women how to be dumb. You know what I mean? And just cause they hold her up as if she's somebody, she expect everybody to respect her when she's a fool, bro. Can you please cook her, love? Can you please cook her? Because I will.
Said nothing like that. I said nothing like that. So let me tell y'all something. For one, when you're talking about statistics, you can speak on anybody's situation because statistics are statistics. Like I said, if 20 people go around the back of a building and 17 come back knocked upside the head, it's fair to say if you go behind that building, whoever the fuck you is, there is a high chance that you're going to get knocked upside your head, right? You go with what the statistics show. The other thing is, a lot of y'all don't realize it's so obvious when you come on platforms like mine that women only listen with their feelings when they're not mature. Like somebody concluded from what I said that I basically said it's an excuse for men to be a deadbeat when a woman is not pleasant. I ain't say nothing like that. But bitches hear whatever the fuck they want to hear in order to make themselves feel better about their situation. I don't give a fuck what you trout mouth hoes tell y'all self. Any of y'all with kids that you don't have your children around their father and they don't have a plethora of male role models, they're statistically the fuck behind. Sorry you don't want little John to be labeled as behind, but bitch, he's behind. I wouldn't give a fuck what you tell yourself. You could twist around what I'm saying. This is statistically a fact, especially for black people, especially for poor black people. I wouldn't give a damn. So now you tell yourself whatever you want, bitch, about me, anything I'm saying, it's a fucking fact. Your children are behind the other children have a two-parent household. Your children are behind the other children that have access to both male and female role models.
Love, they don't care. They don't care, boy. They don't care. They want to be right. They got a need to be right. They'd rather be right than them kids to be all right, boy. Them women rather be right than they kids to be fixed and healthy and well balanced, B. These heifers is gonna take it to the grave, boy.
Your children are behind them, bitch. It is a natural human instinct and impulse. It ain't about you. It's about the individual, the child, right? It's a natural human instinct to want to know both parts of who made you. This is why even when people are giving up for adoption, this is why even when people know that a parent or both parents don't want nothing to do with them, they still have an inner urge to seek some sort of bond or connection or knowing who they are. This is why people get on the internet and look for their long lost estranged father or mother. It is a natural instinct for people to want to know both parties. You know how y'all leave the daddy's names off the birth certificate for whatever reason, because you don't like them, because they won't sign it or whatever. It is statistically proven that psychologically it affects human beings to not know both parts of who made them. Even if you feel like the other part of them is not worth them knowing, regardless of what you feel and what your experience is with that other party or that other side, it is statistically, biologically, psychologically a fucking fact that
Love, since we talking about stuff that they don't really like us to talk about, can we talk about the end all be alls to why these women run around here calling every man a deadbeat? Can we really stop playing? Because I was playing, like, I was being nice. If you notice, I was the good cop today. Love was the bad cop. But let's talk about the women that don't know who their baby father is. Because that's another reason why you would just sit there and be like, your baby daddy ran off. Who? Ask me, who? Who ran off? Who? You don't know who. You got two options, ma'am. So you got the invisible man. You just gonna pick the invisible man to help your ego, to help your self-esteem, ma'am. Ma'am, who is that kid father, man? Who is that kid father? Who is that child father? Which one or three or four of these men is that kid father? So stop running around here talking about a deadbeat, because it's only 0.7% of those honestly running around here. 73% of men partake in this child support bubble. And then when we talk about how the single mother households produce a worse product than the double households and the single father households, let's talk about how 73% of them single mother households cash a child support check. So not only is y'all getting paid to raise a demon, y'all getting paid to raise a monkey. Like that's nasty work, yo. Cause y'all to those women, to 73% of women, child support the end all be all to raising a well balanced child, right? The kids that's getting child support, the fathers that's paying child supports, is guaranteed that the mother who's cashing these checks is fitting to raise an honest citizen. And we all know you can't find 73% of righteous anything in this American culture. So what's up? It's 80-20. 80 being the majority, trash, and 20 being the virtuous ones. That's holy and righteous. So what's up? Let's talk about it. Where is your father at? Where is your baby father at, yo? And where is your father at? Do your mother know who your daddy was, yo? Because you from that era where they were buying beers to get smashed in the back seat of the car. Are you a back seat baby? Do you know who your father is, bro? Ma'am, let's stop playing now. Let's stop playing, yo. All right? Welcome to the righteous sphere, yo. We remove all the gray area.
people are going to want to know that other side to them. The other thing is, because I can tell that a lot of y'all, you don't interact with your children's teachers. If you talk to, fuck Love Dorsey, go talk to a guidance counselor, go talk to a principal at a school that's been a principal or a high-level educator for more than 5 to 8 years. Go have a conversation with them. They will tell you the same thing I'm telling you, and they probably haven't read the same statistics that I've read. They in the fucking trenches. You have a teacher that's been a...
Wait, and you said teacher? Did you say teacher? These single mothers don't want to meet with the teacher. They rather meet your new girlfriend before they meet with the teacher. And mind you, the teacher is around they kid way more and way longer than your new girlfriend. But they don't want to meet with no teacher. They do everything to avoid meetings with the teacher, and they push the kids up in school for the teacher, and as if the teacher should got to do their task. You know what I mean? The mother duties and shit. But they don't want to meet with no teacher. Love. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they'd rather meet cause I gotta see who you have around my kid, but it takes two to make a baby though, right? That's what they run around here telling people, right? It takes two to make a baby. So what two? What two? Because the other half don't seem to get a say or can't do nothing, and it takes two to make a baby. That's what they say, right? Let's talk about that, because that's what we do here in the Righteous Fair, yo. We shake trees, man. We shake trees and we disturb bad spirits. We bother bad spirits. So if you got that wicked spirit in you, you're not gonna like me. And guess what? The feeling is mutual. Don't you ever run around here thinking you the only one that don't like something, because I don't like you either. At all. And you can put a 1 in the chat. I'll drop the link and you can get on the link and I'll tell you that to your face.
A teacher for 10 years and they get to know their students every year that come to their class. The behavior is different in little boys that have a man in the household than little boys that don't. The behavior is different in little girls that have both a father and a mother in their life than little girls that don't. It is a fact. Go to your school. I don't give a fuck if your child in elementary school, middle school, high school, preschool. They will tell you if there's any educators on here. They will back what I'm saying. Talk to the counselors and the guidance counselors. Y'all think y'all kids straight because you dress them well and they know, whatever you feel like they should know. The guidance counselors and the teachers would tell y'all otherwise. And we're talking about on a statistical scale, not just one individual. If you talk to any guidance counselor in any level of education, they will explain to you, even college level. When we get into young adults going into colleges by the masses, there is a difference when the children have a male and a female. Your kids behind when they don't. I don't give a fuck what you tell yourself about me, what you don't like about me, my platform, whatever. Matching them outfits and posting pictures don't make you a good parent. Setting your children up where they have a plethora of resources outside of just you is what makes you a productive parent.
And that's a fact. So all them sweet 16s and party every year just so that you could show the pictures on, so that don't make you a good parent, man. Those Balenciagos and all that stupid materialistic crap that you be trying to keep up with the Joneses to show how you got it. That ain't nothing, man. Especially when very next week we got to see you talk about how you broke and you strong and independent and all this extra stuff. Like y'all just don't even be y'all be moving ass backwards on social media, bro.
Because it is a fact. When you get grown, life is about not only your work ethic and what you're willing to, grow on, meaning if your mindset is fixed or if your mindset is a growth mindset, but it's also a lot to do with who you know, who you're able to build relationships with. Are you able to interact with both male and female? I counsel so many women on jobs, they struggle to work somewhere where they have a male boss. It feels so uncomfortable because they never knew in their entire upbringing what it feels like to interact with a man on a serious level.
Love, you ain't lying, love. We see that every day. We took a break from our body cam, but we'll be back with the body cam tomorrow. And again, you're gonna see a woman who just can't take instructions, can't take order from a male cop. She a thief. She a whole thief. She stealing something, got caught, and still can't take instructions, can't follow directions from a man. These are skills, and this got to be worked on. All skills have to be practiced. They have no practice with that. No men in their life, no male authority in their life. Just a she woman.
I know y'all don't like to hear this. I know I carry on every Father's Day, but I do it for a reason. It definitely takes a village. For y'all hoes that be on social media, y'all Facebook name be just me and my two. Latoya, loving my three, Baker. Bitch, your three need more than you, ho. Your three need plenty of resources outside of you. When you understand what it really takes to thrive, y'all got to think about it. It's a lot of us that are, full grown, willing adults. We want to do better. And we struggle to do that based on not having enough resources to get more information to actually do better. And a lot of y'all really sit here and you keep telling yourself and keep making these weird ass posts like your children are better off with just you. Bitch, get your ass out of here. Y'all think it's some sort of award. Y'all be pregnant, get mad if a bitch asks y'all who the daddy is. Y'all had these baby showers. Y'all want to fight a bitch if they ask why the father not here. Oh, y'all crazy. Setting these kids up over and over again for the same generational curses. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I do these videos on Father's Day for a reason. It attracts a lot of men to my platform. A lot of y'all males that are not actively involved in y'all children's lives. You need to get involved. It is important. Bitches don't know what they doing, bro. From me to you, these hoes don't know what they doing. From me to you, bro, you better.
Yo, I told y'all that. I told y'all that 3 months ago, right? I told y'all that. For some reason, I had to tell one of my youngins this earlier. He's sitting there. There's one of these little posts that's running around that's viral on Facebook right now, talking about a man need a woman with knowledge and all of this. Some shit about a woman with knowledge. I had to politely tell my guy, like, sir, I know we not running around here looking for no knowledgeable woman. These women are stupid, bro. You got to teach them. So what you should say is a teachable woman is all you need, is the best thing since sliced bread, or whatever the fucking post said, but a teachable woman. But if you running around here looking for a woman that know knowledge, that have knowledge, you dumb. Then that just clearly means you're a dummy. And she's finna use you. Any female finna get you and use you. So they're gonna make you a plate. They're gonna cook you some baked macaroni and cheese one time. They're gonna hit you with the I got this PlayStation, and then they're gonna use you, sir. You're gonna be the in-house babysitter, dummy. Like, let's stop, guys. Let's stop looking for women to tickle our chin. Let's pour into ourselves, bro. Let's pour into us. Let's learn us before the woman learn us and use us. Simple. But they do not come knowledgeable. They come dumb as a doorknob. You have to instill some knowledge. So that means you got to get your mind right. Yeah, you can't be a dummy because a dummy pouring into a dummy still leaves a dummy. But now, if you got your mind right, if you put God first, then when you see this woman who is teachable, you can teach her some things that'll work for you. Because remember, you the hand and the woman is the glove. She got to adjust to you. It don't work the other way around, sir. So what you looking for? What knowledge you looking for? What type of knowledge? You want her to have a bunch of knowledge about another nigga, and then she come apply that knowledge to you and teach you some things? What are you looking for a woman that have knowledge for? That's what I had to tell my little man in very small in a very small paragraph type. You know what I mean?
Baby mama don't know what she doing. From me to you, bro, you don't have to listen to how she feels like you should be as a father. Bro, just get in there and do what you can. Bro, just get in there and do what you know how to do. Bro, just get in there and try. Bro, just get in there, put your feet in the water, bro. Just dive in, do what you can do. Bro, get you some people around you that'll encourage you. The more she tell you they don't need you, get you some niggas around you that'll keep telling you your kids need you. Fuck that bitch respectfully and get involved with them kids. I don't give a damn if it's been 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years and you ain't been involved. She might tell you stay away because you've been away all this time. I'm telling you, and bro, come on now. Come on now. If you've been on my platform, you know I'm way smarter than your bitch ass baby mama. Bruh, them kids need you regardless of what she say. Get in there any kind of way you can, goddammit. If you got to pull up and catch them coming out to school and just yell out, hey, daddy love you. Do what you got to do. Stop letting these bitches make y'all feel like in our community.
Because it's working, guys. They bluffing y'all. Y'all reading the wrong play. And then they on the back end, they painting you out as the deadbeat. They painting you out as a deadbeat, bro. They are passive aggressively ruining the relationship between these kids and their fathers, yo. Guys, I'm not telling you something that I did not do. I'm telling you, I was aggressive, yo. I was annoying. I was the annoying baby father. Like, bro, I'm gonna get on your nerves before you get on my nerves. And when you start to get used to that, you get accustomed to that. And it was quite natural, bro. Like, you ever had a baby mother bring the kid to you? Like, she would rather bring me my child than have me go knock on her door because I'm going to go knock on her door, mad, dumb, and doofus. I'm going to be a dumb doofus knocking on her door all loud. And I'm, bro, you got to do what you got to do. Because understand, your kids see you. Your kids get that, and they're going to always keep that. So you got to show out. I was show out. They hold on, don't act like that in front of your kid. No, I'm acting like that in front of my kid. If you act like that in front of her, I'm gonna act like that times two in front of her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And guys, trust me, your kids want you to act a fool because they tired of her. They with her 24/7. So the stuff you gonna say out your mouth to her, they wanted to say it, bro. They wanted to say it, bro. So they gonna smile, they're gonna smirk. I used to catch her all of the time smirking when I put my foot in this woman's ass. I used to see my child. It's like their color changed. It's like a breath of relief. Now don't incorporate them in it. Don't, because you got to remember, you still got to leave your child with that animal now. So whatever you do, don't incorporate them in it. And please don't snitch on your kids. If your child tell you something, please don't go repeat it to the mother, bro. Please, yo. Don't be a fucking dummy, yo. You got to build ultimate trust with your child. Because if you go repeat it to the mother, she gonna. You told your daddy, and your child will not. Your child gonna lump you in the category that they lump her. All right. Understand that, bro. And always, fellas, understand your child may be forced to snitch on you. Your child may be forced to sully your name because they live with her. But understand and let your child know this. I had this conversation with my child. I said, don't ever feel that you got to spare me. So you might have to throw me under the bus to save your skin. Do it. Your daddy is never going to fault you or never going to be mad at anything you have to do to survive this hell of a bitch. And I told her straight like that, right before I handed her off to the mother and went about my business. Yes. Guys, you got to, yeah, man. See, if y'all wasn't so scared of your mother, you wouldn't be scared of modern women. Can you please address the issues you have and the fear you have with your mother before you go trying to stick PP in fish hole? Please, guys, address what you need to address with your mother before you go running out here trying to play let's pretend with a modern woman. Please, guys.
That you ain't needed because they fucked up and statistically proven it ain't right. It's not right. It's not right. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And a lot of them struggle to pick better. Just get in there. Just get in there. And for those of y'all that be on my platform when I make lives like this, because I be so serious on these lives, any other people that commented something negative about me, fuck them people. Spread the word. Look the shit up, share on y'all page and platform the statistics about single mother-headed households, about the effects of an absent father.
And that's a fact. And us over here in the righteous fear, we done already went through that. We done already endured the flying boarhead roaches trying to run in the chat and disturb something. We already pushed past them. They seen that ain't even gonna work. So if you notice, now we got just the real genuine folks that want the personal growth and development, that want to be aware of what's going on. So salute to my mods for holding it down during that time. You know what I mean? It was rough. It was rough, yo. What we was using, we was up to about 10 cans of Raid each video. We was using 10, 12 cans of Raid each video. But it done calmed down. They done seen that we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, yo. And they must have ain't find nothing, because by now they would have doxed the shit out of me, right? They'd have came with all types of police reports. But I do got a domestic violence joint out there. I'm going to tell you that now. So you ain't, if you can find it, though, because, yeah, if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back, like my mama said, nigga. But, yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all keep looking for it. But, and anyway, it's the truth with proof. I'm not going to hold y'all. It's getting late. I love y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all. And let's just do better, guys. Let's just pour into ourselves. Let's take some personal accountability. Understand that we are 60% of the reason why the last relationship we called ourselves playing Let's Pretending did not work. All right, so let's get to some real knowledge. Let's fix ourselves. You know what I mean? Let's be real with ourselves. Let's stop lying so much, because that's a big thing, especially as a man. We got to stop lying, bro. We got to get comfortable with us, who we really are as a character. Let's stop picking the wrong character to play, you know what I mean? Because we ain't getting that character's results. You know what I mean? We not. So let's stop. Let's be ourselves. Let's put God first, guys. Let's put God first. You know what I mean? Let's get to the Bible, guys. Let's get to the Bible. That's all. That's your basic instructions before leaving Earth. Your Bible, learn your Constitution, and you straight, bro. All right, y'all. Trump power. Trump is here. So we getting rid of them LBGT things in the schools. We might get to bring the Bible back into the schools. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what it do, though. But it's going to be interesting. In any event, he ain't giving us nothing either. So we got to build it ourselves. At least we got the opportunity to keep what we build with him. You know what I mean? So y'all wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. I see y'all tomorrow morning on the bus, guys, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. For those of you that didn't know, yeah, we have a bus show. We have a show in the morning, you know what I mean, where we got a random topic and we just go in, guys, all right? So I see y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Don't be late. Hit that notification. See y'all, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Harlem, New York, put your cigarettes out and pull your panties out. Put your hands together. Mr. Goodbread.